Okay, I want you to just for a second imagine something. Picture losing an entire complex organ, let's say your eye.
And not just, damaging it. We're talking the whole thing.
The whole thing. The lens, the retina, the optic nerve gone, and then just growing it back perfectly.
In about a month.
For us, that's pure science fiction, but for one creature, it's just another Tuesday.
It really is. We're talking about the golden apple snail, Pomacea canaliculata.
And that's our deep dive today. We're looking at incredible findings from the Stowers Institute for Medical Research on how this little snail, which is usually known as a pest.
Oh, a major invasive pest, yeah.
How it can regenerate a complete camera-type eye, and what that might tell us about, restoring human sight.
And we have to stress the camera-type eye part.
Yeah.
This isn't just a simple light-sensing spot.
Yeah.
It has a cornea, a lens, a layered retina. It is, for all intents and purposes, structurally like our own eye.
Which is just wild. Okay, so let's get into it. This discovery, published in Nature Communications, confirms it happens in about 4 weeks. What is the actual mechanism here? What's the secret sauce?
It all comes down to a process called epimorphic regeneration.
Okay.
And what's really fascinating is what happens right after the injury. In humans, you get a cut. Your body's first instinct is seal it. Form scar tissue.
Right. Wall it off. Stop the bleeding.
Exactly. The snail does something completely different. Instead of patching the wound within 24 to 72 hours, it forms something called a blastema.
A blastema? So what is that?
Think of it like a biological command center full of construction workers. It's a mass of flexible stem-like cells that have basically hit reset. They're ready to rebuild every single part of the eye from scratch.
So no scar tissue to get in the way. It's just a clean slate for rebuilding.
A perfect clean slate.
This is the part that I find so fascinating. To pull off a reconstruction that complex, you'd think the snail is using some kind of alien genetic toolkit, right?
You would think so, but it's not the case at all. The research shows it's using the same critical genes that build eyes in vertebrates. That includes us.
So it's using our toolkit.
It's using our toolkit. The key player is a transcription factor called PAX6. It's often called the master control gene for eye development across the entire animal kingdom.
So we have the gene, we have PAX6. When we get a major eye injury, our system makes a scar. The snail system makes a regenerative blastema. Why the difference?
That is the core question, isn't it? The researchers use this great analogy. They say humans, we have the instruments, we have the genes.
We have the piano.
We have the piano.
Yeah.
Exactly. But we've seemed to have lost the score, or maybe the conductor. The regulatory networks, the epigenetic switches that tell PAX6, hey, time to build a new eye, they're just silent in us as adults.
They've been switched off.
Switched off. We have the program, but we can't run it anymore.
So the snail gives us the working blueprint, the complete score. We can actually see where those switches are supposed to turn on.
Precisely. And mapping that score, figuring out those incredibly complex biological pathways, that requires analyzing just immense amounts of data.
And when you're dealing with massive complex systems and you need to find where to make an impact, whether that's with AI training or automation, you need serious help.
Oh, absolutely.
This deep dive is sponsored by Embersilk. If you need help uncovering where agents could make the most impact for your business or your personal life, you should check out embersilk.com for your AI needs.
Looking forward, this research really does provide such a hopeful path for human medicine.
It feels like it.
By understanding the snail's blueprint, we might one day guide therapies to actually restore vision, not just, manage its loss. We could potentially identify the regulators needed to coax our own retinal cells back into that flexible regenerative state.
And it's not just the retina, is it? The optic nerve is often the biggest problem.
That's the holy grail. The snail regrows the entire optic nerve and connects it back to the brain. Its system knows how to navigate that path without scar tissue getting in the way.
Wow.
This could be huge for treating traumatic nerve injuries. And it also helps with bioengineering efforts, learning how to grow functional retinal organoids that can actually integrate with the body.
So when you boil it all down, this tiny snail is showing us that complete regeneration of an organ as complex as the eye is biologically possible in an adult, using the parts we already have. The job ahead isn't inventing a new tool from scratch. It's about figuring out how to unlock this ancient ability that we've somehow just misplaced.
It really is. It's an incredible thought that the key to solving one of our biggest medical challenges might just be learning to listen to the regenerative song of this humble little snail.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.